Commentators are voicing their concern for Kamala Harris today after the DNC released a video of the vice president addressing her supporters for the first time since her humiliating defeat to Donald Trump.
I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Online commentators immediately reacted to the bizarre statement, with this person saying, Kamala Harris has released her first video since the election and she sounds like a drunk girl hyping me up in the women's restroom. This commentator doubled down with this hilarious tweet. Whoa, I am calling for an immediate investigation into Kamala Harris for Russia collusion. My sources say she has consumed all of their vodka. And this commentator has echoed the same criticism of Kamala we all voiced during the election campaign, that she talks but says nothing at all. Is Kamala Harris drunk? The Democrats just released this video of Kamala Harris sending an urgent reminder to her followers to keep fighting. It's kind of funny, she's trying to sound inspiring but ends up saying absolutely nothing. And it wasn't only Kamala Harris who was part of the strange video. Tim Walz also made an appearance, also for the first time since his thumping defeat.
It's incredibly disappointing now, and look, candidly, it's a bit scary because there's a very different vision that's being put out there. But now more than ever, we need the light to shine through. We need to be able to be that hope for the neighbor who's really wondering.
This commentator slammed the governor, saying Tim Walz thinks it's scary that voters rejected him on election day. Well, get used to it, because we're rejecting you again in 2026. The video comes after Kamala Harris has been MIA since her election defeat to Donald Trump in early November.
Check this out. One reporter in the White House has had the temerity to ask, where the heck is Kamala? We have not seen her since the election. Check out what the press secretary had to say.
To Hawaii, while DNC staffers are just wondering what they're going to do for work.
The vice president has taken time off to go spend time with her family. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. She has worked very hard over the last 4 years, and her taking a couple of days to be with her family, good for her.
How could you possibly question that? She's just taking some time with her family.
And after her Hawaiian holiday, many people are now asking, what is next for Kamala Harris? Will she be deluded enough to run for the presidency again?
So, good point, right? So, look, she can try as she might. Third time lucky. Of course, for Trump, he ran 3 times, won 2 out of 3. Third time and her winning 0 out of 3 might be the result. What do you reckon?
Well, I reckon that the Democrats, if they're going to win the presidency again, they're going to need to go back and start actually trying to do business with the working class constituency that they have sent off to the Republicans. And you know, it's not going to be Newsom, it's not going to be Harris, who the more anybody saw of Harris, the more they realized she was a vapid socialist idiot. But I reckon it's going to be somebody like Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania. He did not want to be the vice president. I went and watched a bunch of the stuff that he has done. He's a very smart, very sharp, intelligent guy, youngish. He could be the next future for the Democrats in 28 if the Democrats do what they need to do, which is to reconnect with actual real people and not people who, you know, are at the very top and very bottom of the economic spectrum.
Yeah. Also, this idea that, you know, I know Trump's going to be in his late 70s, Biden's in his late 300s. She's 60, all right? She's going to be a multi. Why does she's been in public life for 30 years? Why does she have to run for anything?
She is, if she actually thinks this, she is absolutely deluded. She is an absolute pariah within the party.
Correct.
The one thing that everyone will be able to agree on, and it will be politically convenient for them, because they can cover their own asses, because I can promise you everyone else needs some blame to wear as well. But it'll be like the cops who, you know, have They arrest someone for murder and they know they've got him on that one, and so they just hang the other 60 unsolved homicides on him as well and send him away for life.
She will be all the problems.
She is going to be all the problems. She is most of the problems. It was a disgraceful campaign. From what I read, I can't pretend I've got sources in the party, but if this was happening to the Labor Party, everyone in Labor knows exactly what's happened over there. I'm told that, people like Nate Silver are saying the Democrats genuinely understand this. Your bloke there genuinely understands this. Other people, even Morning Joe, understands it. Even AOC is starting to go, oh, gee whiz, maybe
they
people
say
don't
it
need to
now.
know my pronouns.
They say it now, and then the groups that have pulled them left keep screaming.